walking 30 minutes a day and how it affects your overall health, well-being, and your weight management as you get older. Hi, my name is Megan and I'm a 52-year-old fitness coach. I help women with hormonal imbalances read the signals of their body and manage their symptoms. So how does walking 30 minutes a day affect your overall well-being? Well, walking is probably one of the most important things that you can do. I have to tell you that this one was the hardest for me to get into my lifestyle. I was a CrossFitter, an Ironman, runner, jumper. I wanted to be high energy. I wanted to be at boot camp. I wanted to have my heart rate elevated because, right, like this is how it works, energy in, energy out. And I just fed off of it. So when I learned about walking and the benefits that it had, I was like, I don't know. But the more I did it, the more I could understand it and the more I started to see results. So first of all, let's talk about cortisol like we did last week. Okay, your stress a hormone that affects your overall weight. If you're holding on to stress and cortisol, you're not going to be able to release that weight. You're also not going to be able to release that estrogen that is stuck around your belly and your hips if you have elevated cortisol levels. So walking 30 minutes a day will help to lower that cortisol. Now, do you have to do 30 minutes all in one shot? No, you don't. Now, like last week, talking about putting 10 minutes in the day, you could use walking as one of your 10 minutes. So you can walk 3 times 10 minutes for 30 minutes. Often I'll use it for a stop start in tasks that I have to do. So if I'm working from home and then I have to go to make dinner, I'll go out for a 10-minute walk, reset my brain, come back in, and then I start dinner. That just helps to put a definition between each of my tasks. That's one way that I use walking. If you are insulin resistant or you are in line for type 2 diabetes, walking can also benefit you by helping control your blood sugar levels. Because it's just a slow and steady state, this will help to regulate your blood sugar. The most important one that you're going to want to know about is it helps to increase your NEAT. What is NEAT? NEAT is your not exercise activity thermogenics, right? So we know that we have this whole energy in, energy out expenditure. But we have to balance that with the hormones that are going to tell us that we need more energy. So when we're jumping around in the gym with our dumbbells or we're going to boot camp class 3 times a week and we're keeping our heart elevated all the time, or we're keeping our body at this higher state of energy expenditure, our body actually tells us that we need more food and increases our hunger so that we want more food so that we can supply the fuel for what we've just done. When we add to our NEAT, which is our non-exercise activity, okay, this is just your regular move around, just walking, talking, sleeping. All of these things add to your NEAT. Now we know that we've heard this, right? It takes somewhere around 2,000 calories to keep our body alive, even without working out, right? So that, of course, is just a baseline number. Some of it's going to be higher, some of it's going to be lower. So if we can increase our NEAT, which is just the movement part of our body, which is the 30 minutes, we help to burn more calories without calling to our body to give us more energy, to increase our hunger, to give us more food and fuel for what we are trying to do. So think about other ways. So if you can't get outside and walk, the key to walking, the 30 minutes of walking towards your NEAT is going to be keeping your heart rate low. You're not going to go out with your podcast, your music, all of those things. All of those are outside stimulants that increase your heart rate and anxiety and things like that. So you want to keep those to a minimum. Now, if you can walk outside in nature or something that's very soothing, you will get added benefits. Now, if you can't get outside and walk, you could if you wanted to stretch on the floor very quietly, put some meditation music on, or do some yoga, stretch. Think of ways that you can increase your NEAT, your non-exercise activity, and not be constantly asking your body to increase its energy. So what's going to be our main takeaway is that there's more than just your estrogen at play as we get older. And what are some other ways that we can help to give it some support? Well, to help give it some support is we help to support the other hormones that are out of whack. Now, in this case, we're going to help control our insulin and our cortisol with low movements, low energy movements, stretching, yoga, and even walking. Walking is going to have the greatest benefit, and for a full 30 minutes. This is going to go beyond your steps that you get on your Apple Watch. This is going to be intentional walking, intentional bringing your stress down, and to help balance your hormones. So stay tuned for more as we get into how many hormones we actually have and what they play into and how they affect your overall health and well-being, and what things that we can look at that go beyond starving ourselves and over-exercising at the gym. I look forward to seeing you again. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.